Hey, Good Soup fam. I know I said part 2 would be out in 2 weeks, and it's a little bit past that, but this season is all about doing things even though they're not perfect. So here's part 2. If you missed it, go back and listen to part 1 because we're jumping in to the middle of our last episode. We are talking about all things summer, which is almost a year ago now, which is crazy, but it'll catch you guys up a little bit on our life events, and then hopefully we'll be back soon with brand new soup for you, where it's like, oh, okay, like you kind of caught onto my scheme over here, so now I'll change it.
So you're saying there might be an enemy at work?
Yes.
Whoa.
The game is the foot.
Soup? Seriously?
What about you? What has your summer looked like?
My summer has been pretty much solely like the normal routine things, but also nights and weekends have been house hunting. I love Chris is like waiting for me to say the words, like she's like,
Yeah.
So yeah, for the past like month or two, we have been fully and seriously house hunting for the first time. So that's been pretty exciting. Honestly, it was way more stressful than I thought it was going to be. The first day that we went out with our realtor to look at houses, I was so excited. I was like, I am like sipping champagne in a limousine, like so luxurious. Mm-hmm. Like this is what I was saying, is like, it's just this huge purchase, and it's like so exciting. But then when we actually started looking at the houses, and it's like, oh, I have to pick one of these and I'm going to live here, and I'm going to spend all the money I've been saving for like years. Yeah. And I like it all of a sudden became very stressful and a lot of pressure. And like, this is the home. Part of the reason why we're moving is we want to have more space to potentially start a family. And so like, then I'm like imagining my potential children, and I'm like, would they like this house? Like, is this okay for them? I don't know what they want. And so like, it's just been like a lot more pressure that I put on myself, but it's been a lot more pressure than I thought it was going to be. And it's been just like more difficult, because when I first started, I thought this is gonna be so fun. I've got like a fat bank account and I'm ready to spend it, baby. Like, let's find my house. And then like, I'm like, well, this is good, but is this the one?
Is
like,
this the best option?
We saw so many houses.
Way more
than I think most people see.
I don't know though. I feel like,
well, how I asked Whitney on our first day, I was like, how many houses do like most people see before they find their house? And she said 5 to 15. And I want to say we've seen at least 30 houses.
Oh my gosh.
I haven't done like the math, but I feel like we've seen between 20 and 30.
I would believe it.
Yeah. I feel like that's,
I mean, how many weeks have you guys been going out weekends, not even counting during the week?
Right. We usually go out twice a week. We usually do one big outing and see between 3 and 5 houses on the weekend. Yeah. And then we'll usually meet up at night once during the week. Yeah. To see like 2 to 3. Yeah.
And how many weeks have you been doing
It's been at least 4. Because we started looking like mid-June. Yeah. So
if you averaged like 5 houses a weekend for 4 weeks, that's 20 houses right there.
Yeah. So I would say between 20 and 30.
Wow. Okay.
And spoiler alert, we did put in an offer on a house and it got accepted. So we're under contract for a house. I am very, very pleased. Yeah. I'm pleased that it's over. Yeah. Here's the thing, it's like technically it's a buyer's market right now, meaning that like buyers have the, like, I don't want to say upper hand, but just like inventory is high, which means that there are a lot of houses available, which I think honestly I thought it would be a really good thing, because it's like, oh, there's so many options. But oh my gosh, there's so many options.
Too many options.
There are too many options right now, and there's like the ones that are good are going fast, like fast, and the ones that are sitting on the market for a long time, there's a reason they're sitting on the market for a long time. So like a couple years ago, when the house market was the other way, where it's like there were no houses available, any house that went for sale, people were buying like sight unseen, like we just need a house and we'll deal with whatever it is later, and people are like not there right now. So sellers don't realize that, and so they're asking a lot of money for houses that aren't really that good. So there is a lot of choice, but a lot of the houses are not great quality for a really, really high price tag. So that's just what I've seen a lot, like of like good houses, okay houses that are just the top of our budget. And anything like slightly good is getting snapped out from underneath us, basically. So we actually put in offers on 2 other houses before we found this one, both with very mixed results. Obviously we didn't get those houses, so the results are they're not mixed at all. They're actually quite clear, but just like the experience of that was pretty negative, of just like, okay, we love this house, oh, it's gone. Like the first house we put an offer in on was kind of like my dream house, and so another spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. This house is like, it's not quite my dream house, like as far as
the one like, you put an offer in.
Like it's not my, like, if I were to draw up my dream home, is this it? Like no, but the first one was closer to that, but it got snatched up because everybody loves this style of house, and we just couldn't afford to go higher than what we went in at the tippy top of our budget, and so that one didn't work out, and then we found another one, and the realtor was just crazy, so we weren't able to get that one, and then we found this one, and I'm really, really excited about it. It just has everything we need. It has so many things that I had kind of thought in my head, like, oh, it would be really nice if like a house had this, and then it has like all those things. So like it has a double vanity, so there's 2 sinks in the bathroom, and I was just like, I don't need 2 sinks. Like my husband and I have lived with 1 bathroom, 1 sink our entire marriage, and so it was just like, oh, it would be nice if.
Oh my gosh.
And so it has a double vanity.
I wonder how much that's going to change your life.
I wonder that too. I feel like one of the things I did not think was a must going into, like when I first created my list, when we first started house hunting, having a master suite was not on the list. Like I was just like, I don't really care. Like we live in the world's smallest bedroom. Like we do not live in the master bedroom in our current home. We live in like a tiny little bedroom, and we walk down the hall to the bathroom. Like no big deal. Like I don't care. But then you start seeing houses and you're like, this is how I could be living. Like this is
a master suite being like
the bathroom is inside the bedroom.
Okay.
So like it is not accessible to the rest of the house. You walk into your bedroom and there is a bathroom in the bedroom. And so the house that we have, there's actually a good size like master bedroom, and then it has like an attached bathroom with a double vanity, and I'm like, I'm so excited. And there's 2 closets, so Ian and I can have separate closets.
Oh my gosh.
Which I cannot describe to you how excited I am for that. We share a closet.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I don't know how to describe like the house. We live in just a very normal, simple home, and this is very similar to that, the one we're buying. But the house we're living in now, it's very simple. And so if you think about the most average closet that you've ever seen, like it's not a walk-in, you just open the door and there's like a rod. That is what my husband and I share currently. Which is fine. Again, like that was not on my list when I was making a list, because it's just how I live, and I just don't care.
It's probably barely bigger than like a coat closet.
Yes, exactly. And again, I just don't think about it. It doesn't bother me that much. Like it did for a while, and then I just got over it. It's like, well,
you adapted.
I adapted. And so it wasn't on my mind when we were talking about moving. And now I'm like, I'm going to have my own closet.
So much like, more room for activities.
Much more room for activities. I'm taking the big one. There's one that's slightly smaller, and I'm taking the big one.
Yes, you should. Yes.
So like, you walk into the bathroom and there's 2 closets like on either side of the bathroom. So we're gonna have a big master bedroom with room to walk around.
Oh my gosh.
There's like barely room to walk
Yeah.
around our bed
Yeah.
in our bedroom, and I'm like, we just sleep in there. There's no need for any other space for anything else. And now I'm like so excited to have space for us to be able to
Yes.
walk around.
Are
in
you
my
gonna
room.
be able to put like a sitting chair in your room?
It's very possible. I'm gonna
Ugh,
see.
I love that.
Because another thing I like about our current setup that I am gonna be able to, I almost said duplicate, and then I almost said replicate. Replicate, duplicate. Something I'm going to be able to do again in our new house is our living room does not have a TV in it. And I really like that.
Oh.
This living room that we're
Yeah,
living
sorry. I was like, what are you talking about?
So
Then,
the
yeah.
living room in our home does not have a TV in it.
Yeah.
Speaking of why we have the small bedroom, our master bedroom we turned into like a TV room.
Yeah.
And like a little den area. So I really like that because when we have people over, it promotes like conversation and like just a more like chill space. And then if you want to watch TV or play video games, you can go into like the den area. And I really like that. And so with this house, the living room doesn't really have space for a TV. And so we're going to make that like my reading area. So I think my reading chair is going to go in the living room still.
Okay.
Is what I'm saying. Is I could put it in the bedroom.
Sure.
I think there would be space for it, but I'm going to make like my little reading area that I already have here.
Yes.
And just put it in the living room of the other house.
Okay.
And then we'll have a little, I don't know what to call it because it used to be a porch. So attached to the back of this house is what used to be a porch.
Okay.
We should probably cut this all out because this is not interesting to anybody else but people who like know me and care about my life.
Do other people listen to this podcast?
People who know you and care about your life. People who don't know me.
Well, it's fine. They can just fast forward.
Yeah, sorry guys. There's like a porch, and then they like enclosed it and insulated it, and now it's like a sunroom,
like an addition onto the house.
Yes. So it's like it's on the map it says the family room. The
Okay.
map, the blueprint. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it was a porch, and now it's a sunroom because it's just windows all the way around. It's
I love that.
So nice. It's so beautiful in there. And so that's going to be our game room / TV room.
Great.
So we're going to get a big sectional, like a soft, squishy sectional.
Yes.
And we're going to have like TV room, game room in the sunroom.
Is it going to be like an L shape?
Yes. We're going to put it in the corner. I'm so excited about that. That's one of the main things that I'm excited to purchase for the new home. The other thing I'm excited to purchase is a king size bed. We're getting a king size bed. That's why it's important for us to have a bigger bedroom. It's because we are getting a king size bed. We are sleeping on, I think it's a queen. It might be a double, but they're kind of the same. But which is fine. Again, you get used to whatever you need to do.
Yeah, I get it, but like the last time when I was just in Ohio, I was at my brother and sister-in-law's house, and like, sorry guys if you're listening to this, but they sleep in a full size bed together. And I'm like, I actually don't understand. Like, and they're like, I don't know. We just like, we did that when we first got married, and that's just what we do. And I'm like, you can't even, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm like a splayer.
Yeah.
So I guess other people aren't.
Representing like your preferences, I guess. Like, cool. Like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Can we just cut that out? I don't know what I was trying to say. My brain just
like, I can't comprehend. Like, yes, give me a king size bed.
It's what you have to do, and it's one of those things where like it up until recently is just not even something that I thought about. Ian brought this up to me last night. He was trying to argue. I won't get into what we were arguing about, but he brought it up against me. But he had suggested getting a king bed like years ago, and I had told him no. I was like, no, like I don't really feel like we need that.
Yeah.
Now I feel like we need that. I've changed my mind over years.
It happens.
And also, my husband is just the most active at night.
Yeah.
He's just so freaking active at night. I won't get into it, but those of you who know, my husband is a huge sleepwalker, and he's not sleepwalking as much now because he is on a medication to help him with his sleepwalking. But he still is just a big mover arounder.
Yeah.
And so I am very excited to get a king bed. So anyway, our bedroom will have room for a king bed, which is so nice.
Yes.
I forgot where else I was talking about, but it's an older home, which is what we were looking for. We do not want a new build. But it was just renovated. So we're the first people to live here after it got renovated. So there's like beautiful marble countertops. All the appliances are brand new. They redid the plumbing. They redid the electric wiring. So everything is like brand new.
Nice.
A second bathroom that was on our initial list.
Oh my gosh, yes.
For Whitney when we started looking was getting 2 bathrooms because we live in a house with 1 bathroom right now.
Non-negotiable.
But again, thinking about bringing other humans into the world,
you just need.
I would love to have.
You need it.
A second bathroom.
No, like not even. No, you need it.
Thank you for validating.
Yeah.
But so yeah, it has a second bathroom. It's a lot closer to my parents, which is unexpected. Again, not something that was initially something I was looking for.
Right.
But it's like 40 minutes from my parents.
Sweet.
So I am really, really grateful for that because I have a lot of nieces and nephews who I really love, and I also have just some weird family stuff happening right now, and so it's really bringing me a lot of joy to think of like just being even just a smidge closer to be able to get up there for stuff. Makes me really happy. So I think that'll be really good. But yeah, it's a real cutesy little house. Oh, there's a white poplar in the backyard, which it's okay if you don't know what that is because I didn't either until we like chat GBT'd it. We're like, what is this tree? But it's just this gorgeous like mature tree. That you look up and like the bottom of the leaves are like white and it has that kind of birch effect on the top, like the bark is kind of white, but then down towards the bottom it looks like a normal like tree, but it's really tall. Excuse me. It's really tall. But it has some branches that are really low for like climbing. So like, and we can have picnics out there because it's very shady.
Oh my gosh.
And then there's trees in the front too. And it's a really pretty color. And I just really, really like it. And I think it'll be the perfect little starter home. One thing Ian and I have also learned through this process is like, we have been warring in ourselves of like, do we go for our dream home or do we go for something that we really like right now and can use and will be really helpful for us, but then we'll eventually be able to like leave and move on. And that's something we've really struggled with because the first house we fell in love with and put an offer in on was like a dream goal end game. Like this is our favorite house. And we were willing to pay everything we could for it. And we didn't end up getting it. And this house is again like it's just a different type of it's a much more normal house. I hate to say that, but it's just like it's a lot like the house we live in now, just with extra space.
Yes, that was exactly what I said to Evan. I was like, it really puts me in the mind of like the house you're in now with just like more space and updated fixtures
and like just a little more stylish. And like that's initially like what we were looking for. Like that's what we had said we wanted. Was like we just want what this isn't what it is, but basically what we said we wanted was our house but with a basement. And this doesn't have a basement, but it is our house with extra space and updated fixtures. So it's what we said that we wanted. But then it's like we see all these beautiful, beautiful houses that are really like we both really
have a lot of character.
Yes. We both love historic homes. Like before the house we saw right before we saw the house we're buying was a 1910 farmhouse.
Oh my gosh.
And I like was gagging over it. Like I just loved it so much. It was beautiful. But again, like, and so I'm all like, but I just felt in my gut of just like, this is not just like a fun little like project that we're gonna do. This is where we're gonna live. And so the AC doesn't work. The floors are all crazy. Like none of the like actual things that are supposed to function in a home like work. And so again, it's like we're looking at each other and it's like, do we want to deal with that right now? And like live in the dream home? Or do we like go for something that is very practical and we love it, but it isn't this like goo goo gaga like it's just everything I ever wanted, and I feel a lot of peace about that, like because that's something I've talked to you a lot of, just like that trying to make that decision, because we didn't go into it thinking, oh, this is gonna, we have gone into it thinking we're gonna have this house for 5 to 10 years, and then like then we'll see, but then we start seeing houses that are like, oh, but it could be this could be forever home, and I think I'm really glad with the decision that we've made, and like I feel a lot of peace about it because it feels like I can just picture myself living my life there and being really happy there, and it's not like the historic home, which is funny. Here's the other thing. Maybe I'm reading into it too much. Maybe this is not like a God thing. I'm not saying it's a God thing, guys. I'm just saying
say that
I read words with my eyes and felt it. the realty company that is selling the house is Historic Homes, like LLC or something.
Oh.
And so I'm like, it's not a historic home, but it's a historic home. But I think we both really love the idea of someday buying a historic home.
Yeah.
And like investing in fixing it up and making it really nice and making it like a forever home.
Yeah.
But I just don't think that's the season of life we're in right now.
Sure.
And so like there's part of that, it doesn't feel disappointing necessarily, but in the moment, like when we didn't get that house, it was super disappointing because it was like we really wanted this.
Yeah.
And it's hard to like, I think Ian was maybe a little underwhelmed by like the look of this house. Like
sure.
It's very a normal house. It's not
Yeah.
like a stunning, like just like, oh, like it's very,
like, it's just very like unassuming and,
Yeah.
you know, just
and
like
I love it.
blends in.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's, I really, really love it. But it's not like, oh, you'd look at it and be like, like no one's going to gasp when they see my home. But I don't know. I just feel really at peace about it and really happy about it. And hopefully someday we'll get to fix up a historic home and it'll be amazing. But
I mean, maybe that's even like something you get to do in retirement or,
right.
you know, it's just like, I think I always, like, I was looking at Evan when we were buying my ring yesterday. And
oh my gosh, this week has been crazy for both of us.
We both made huge purchases.
that's just now dawning on me.
Really? When did you like actually put the offer in?
Wednesday night. Wait, what is it? Yeah, Wednesday night.
Yeah, wow. And then the next day I went and
you got your ring. That
wild. Is actually wild.
Wow. We should. I thought of what we're gonna do.
What?
I thought of what we're gonna do.
What?
Should I share it on the podcast? I don't know.
I don't know.
I want to surprise you.
Okay.
I want to surprise you. I'm gonna do something. I will video it and post it on our Instagram. The special thing I'm gonna do for Chris to celebrate.
Okay. Yay.
But anyway, yeah, like that's just so.
Well, yeah.
Sorry, what were you gonna say? You were
I looked at him and I was like, okay, because this is the one thing I will say about the ring.
Okay.
When we were looking initially, we had decided on like around 2 carats lab grown, which is like pennies compared to natural diamonds. I just want to say that out loud for everyone to hear in the back. So originally, because I thought anything above like 2 carats was like just looked a little too gaudy for me personally on my hand. It looked like the bigger the stone got, the faker it looked to me. Like the more pretend it seemed.
Yeah.
So when we were looking, the day we found the ring that we ended up buying, basically what happened was I was trying on, like the seller gave me a solitaire diamond ring, and then she's like, and then like you could pair it with like a more fancy band to like give it the zhuzh that you're looking for. But I fell in love with the band that she gave me, and I was like, I basically just want to take the stone and put it on this band.
Yeah.
And so that's what we're ending up doing. But because it's like a semi-custom job, I asked her if we could see like a loose cushion cut diamond with the band just to see, because the one that I had on was a round cut, and we were undecided. We were like kind of teetering between round or cushion cut. And she pulled out the cushion cut diamond and I put it over top of the band, and I was like, oh my gosh. I immediately started crying, by the way. I couldn't
I love
even
that for you so much.
I couldn't even like it was like the stone and the band aligned and boom, tears in my eyes.
That's so crazy.
Like I had to set them down because I thought I might actually like sob cry, because I was like, it's just so beautiful. But here's the thing, is the diamond that she like, because this is all just kind of like theoretical at this point, right?
Sure.
And they only had a cushion cut in a 3 carat size. Yeah. So like she's like, you know, this is just to get an idea, and I'm like, yeah, it's just to get an idea. But then it was like, well,
yeah, it's just to get an idea.
Yeah. And then so like it's like, I mean, you could do the 3 carat, and I'm like, no, I can't do a 3 carat. Like that's insane. We already decided on 2. Like, you know, and Evan's like, well, I mean, it's your hand. Like it's whatever's most comfortable for you. Like it's because it's lab grown again. It's like much more accessible to like move between carats. So I was like, Okay, so then here's the thing, is because lab-grown diamonds, I promise this is coming full circle, lab-grown diamonds only really popped off in like, I think 2019 or 2020. Like, it's been a very recent development, which I did not realize. And so then it got me to thinking, though, like, look at God, because like, had I gotten married earlier, like, this ring would maybe not be possible for me because of like natural diamond versus like maybe lab doesn't even exist at that point, or like whatever it is, and it's just not in the budget and all that stuff. So it was just like, sometimes waiting is like actually like kind of pays off in a sense of like, like it's a concept that I understand. Like, sometimes like it's all timed out perfectly for you, if that's like what you believe, right? I'm not saying like everyone believes that, but like, if you believe in God and you believe in his like plan for your life or whatever, it's like he has it all ordered and he's like, I got you. But then when something like this actually like comes to fruition and you're like, oh my gosh, now I can understand like why it was more beneficial for me to wait, like, you know. And so I think I just have a really hard time, because I want like everything to be the way I want it to be like now. Like, it's like, I feel like
want all my dreams to come true now.
Yeah.
But if that happens, then like you lose all your dreams. Like, I mean, I guess like it's like,
right. That's so true. And then you get new ones and you're like, I want them now.
Well, not that you can't have new dreams, but it's like, I have thought this multiple times of like, it's fun to have something to look forward to.
Yes.
Like, it's nice to have like if you get everything you want all at the same time. Yeah. Like, there's nothing really to look forward to. And so like, I'm happy, like, I think there's a lot of reasons I feel peace about this house, but it makes me happy to think about like getting that treat at a different point in my life, right? You know, like, like, oh, someday like we'll get, and because like, again, our original intention before we started looking at houses was to buy something that we like we weren't trying to just buy the first house that we could afford. Sure. We wanted to like it, but it was like, okay, this is going to be like a 5 to 10 year house to get us started. And expand a little bit and have a little more wiggle room. Right. But we didn't want to top out our budget. Like, we don't want to be in a stressed out situation. And spoiler alert, this house is way under budget for us. Like, not like crazy, but we are definitely like saving a lot more money. This is the cheapest house that we've put an offer in on.
Wow. Look at that. Yeah. That's amazing.
Speaking of waiting, also, I did mention this before we started recording, but like I said, the market is very, like, all the good stuff is getting snatched up really fast. Yeah. And so our realtor so kindly sent us this house in the morning and was like, hey, this house just hit the market today. Do you want to see it? And we were like, yes, we would love to see it. And so we were the first people to see it. And so because our realtor is also a good friend of ours. Yeah. We were able to just put the offer in like immediately. Like, we saw it. We loved it. We were like, yes, we would love to live here. Yeah. Done. And we were actually going over to their house to hang out. Oh, okay. Like I said, our realtor is a good friend of ours, and her husband, we do like little game nights together, every once in a while. And so we were going over to their house to play games, and she was like, all right, so like, I'll just write up the offer and then we'll play games and it'll be fun. So she wrote up the offer.
Business and pleasure.
Exactly. Like, honestly. And so we were over there and she wrote up the offer, we sent it in, and we're just playing. And what's funny is, this is just kind of a random side tangent. I know we've been recording for like 3 hours.
No, it's fine.
But
it's only like 2.
Only 2. A movie length podcast. Maybe we can split it into 2 though. That might be a good idea.
Could do that.
Yeah. So we were over there, and it was so funny. So we were playing like this card game, and the power went out in their neighborhood.
Okay, was that
Wednesday night?
Yes. Yeah. That my power went out too.
It did? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Ours didn't. When we came home it was on. Okay. Yeah. But so like, yeah, and it just didn't come back on. Yeah. So we were like, well, like, and so we just turned our phone flashlights on and like Whitney lit some candles, and then we had like water bottles on the flashlight, so it kind of diffuses the light a little bit. Brady did that. I've never seen that before, but
wow, yeah.
Anyway, so we just kept playing. And then Whitney got a call from the agent.
Oh my gosh!
Like while we were playing this game, and we can kind of hear the conversation.
Oh my gosh.
And me, Brady, and Ian were all like holding hands and like like listening.
Yeah.
And it was just so when she was like, oh, that's so great, and we all just start like silently like celebrating. It was so funny, and it was just such a like a good like core memory like of getting that house. And
oh my gosh.
Anyway, so yeah, we got a house, and
I love that.
I'm like scared to say like we got a house. Like I'm like, we're under contract, or like
Yeah.
we might get a house, because I'm still scared that like something's gonna happen, because anything could happen until you close. We have not closed yet, but I'm really excited, and I'm definitely in senior year with our house as well, because I'm like
I know.
Well,
it's
but
like
I gotta start packing stuff up for sure.
yeah, well, you guys are definitely moving like way sooner than I am, so it's not even like a contest.
Oh man.
Did you get that feeling when you were touring that house where it's like yeah, this is our home? Or was it more of like was it more of a quote unquote practical decision?
I think it was a little bit of both. It wasn't this just like overwhelming like, oh my gosh. Like I had the thought, I was like, before we started looking for houses, I was like, I wonder if I'll cry. Like when I walk into our house, I'll just know.
Yeah.
And like I kind of want that experience at some point. But this house just isn't that. Like I really do genuinely love it. And I was so excited. Like as we're walking around, I was like, so should I leave like a 20 on the counter just for like good measure? Like what should I do? Like I was immediately like, okay, like I want this house. And so I felt really, it wasn't this sort of like soft, sweet, like this is it. It was more this like excited, like I'm about to go on a roller coaster kind of feeling of like, all right, like let's do it.
Here we
Like,
go.
I want to do it. So it was not like,
were you like, I'm gonna throw up or pass
out? A little bit, yeah. Because again, and that was the moment when Whitney was like, they accepted your offer. You know, we were like, yes, that's awesome. But then it's again like now we have to fork over the money, all the money in our bank account. Basically.
Oh my gosh.
like we're parting ways with this. Like we've been like slowly but surely building up this savings account specifically
saving
for our
money
house.
is such a mentally challenging
and now it's
thing.
gonna be gone, and it's like, again, this is the reason why we saved all this money, but it's like it's still
hard
a little
to let
like
go.
Okay, like now we're actually gonna buy this house, and now we're actually gonna move, and
yeah,
now we're actually gonna live here.
Yeah,
like we're not gonna live in the same area anymore. We're
like,
moving to like a different town.
Our daily life and everything as we know it will change. Yeah
And so like that's definitely a little daunting, but I am very, and like I said, I just feel a lot of peace about it. It was not like exactly what I expected. Like that makes it sound really negative, because I don't know how to talk positively about it without sounding like I'm wavering on it, because I'm not wavering on it. Like
no, it's just a different than like what you kind of had in your head, which isn't a bad thing.
I think it is exactly what I had in my head before I started actually looking at houses, and then I was like, there's so many things it could be. Like I could live in all these like different,
oh wait, there's all these other possibilities,
right? And like I said, it is a very like normal house. It is not taking anybody's breath away. Yeah, but it is, the one thing I love about it is like I said, newly renovated. Everything is fresh and clean and never been used before. All the appliances are brand new. The kitchen is very spacious and like marble countertops. Like, oh my gosh. And the other thing that I wanted but didn't put on my list, but just realized I wanted as we looked, is it has like a large sink instead of a sink with like two separate things. It has a large, deep, it's not quite a farmhouse, because that would be way cuter. But it's like a deep single sink, which I'm really excited about. Two things that Ian really wanted. It has, which is hardwood floors. It has real hardwood floors.
Wow.
Yes. And it also is like open concept like living area, which was not something that I initially wanted. I was like, I want it to be
like separate.
I like the cozy feeling of like having separate rooms. I don't love like super high ceilings. I don't love open concept generally. I want things to feel cozy and like a cottage feeling. Yeah. And so it doesn't have super high ceilings, but it has like a big open living kitchen dining area. And I really like it, and it checks that box for him though, of like wanting to be able to have a lot of people over and have everyone feel together. That's something that he really wants to do. So I really love it. I really love it just is really us. Like it's very sweet, and I just know that I'm like going to be really happy there. And I just feel a lot of peace of like, this is where God has us. And so it's like, I don't, like, obviously I want everything to have that like magical, like Gatsby sort of like, this is it kind of feeling. And I think that there's a time and a place for that.
Okay. Sorry. I got distracted because you said Gatsby and I was like,
that was a weird choice.
I was like, were you trying to say Gatsby? Like you want like that like old art, but then I was like, oh no, like you want the
like it takes your breath away. That's what I mean. But like,
I think what you said was fine. It just like my brain was just like
trying to sort it in the
good.
Yeah. No, but it but it like I think that it'll I can't even think of what I was
I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
Just totally derailed.
It's that thing that we were just talking about of like, I think there will be a house someday that is like, this is my favorite house we've ever lived in. Like this is going to be like my dream project. Because I think another thing Ian and I learned is we're very open to the idea of projects.
Yeah.
If we have the money, which we don't really have right now. And also like, we need a place to live. Yeah. Like if we had the money to like work on a house while still living in a current house, right? Like that would be great, but we don't really have time for that. We need to move out of our current house. So we wanted something move-in ready. And so I'm like, I would love to take on like a fixer-upper someday in the future and have it be exactly everything I ever dreamed of. But this is going to be a great home. And I think, I don't want to say this on the podcast. I don't know. And we can start now. You just missed a whole lot, but that's okay. Some things need to just stay between friends.
Yeah.
But
we're talking about going to therapy.
We're talking about going to therapy because I need to, because I just had a little bit of a breakdown.
No, you didn't have a breakdown. She was sharing very tender, vulnerable things to me, and no one else needs to know.
Yes, exactly.
For my ears only. Suck it, losers.
But I like am doing okay right now. Like I am not feeling the way that I felt when I was like, I need to go to therapy like several years ago. When I first started going to therapy, I felt a certain type of way. I felt really bad.
It's like I need
to
go.
Poop hole. Yeah. And it's like, and now I don't feel bad. Like but I was telling her, and this is totally okay to say on the podcast. I'm not saying that for the audience. I'm saying that for editing, Chris, of like, you can keep this part in. Yeah. But just like my behaviors I'm noticing are like real coping mechanisms. Like I'm just eating a lot more.
Oh yeah.
And I'm scrolling a lot more.
Yeah.
And that wouldn't be a problem. Sometimes you eat a little bit. Sometimes it's that time of the month that you eat a little bit.
Wait, sorry, interruption. I'm learning that eating is actually like an okay coping skill if you don't like just go to eating all the time.
Right.
Like eating is okay for comfort and like stuff. I was definitely in a mindset, and kind of maybe still am, where it's like it's just not okay at all. Like you can't use food to soothe at all. But it's like it's like the way,
it's the context,
your attitude towards it.
That's so interesting.
Anyway, okay.
We need to talk more about that.
Yeah.
But the reason I feel like okay, this is a problem is I feel like I can't stop.
Yeah.
So there's been days when I'm like, wow, I really like could not keep it under control today. Better start again tomorrow. Like I'll try again. And then it's like, oh, I can't make a better decision. Like I am just going and going and going and not able to stop myself. And I'm like, maybe I should do this. And then also like kind of an example of what happened that we're not going to put in the podcast and has just happened a couple other times where like I'll just like someone will just be asking me how I'm doing and I'll start talking about a specific thing and I'll all of a sudden feel like really, really emotional about that thing. Yeah. And like that kind of happened at the gym. Like Annie was asking me about something and I started talking about it and I started getting really, really emotional. Yeah. And I'm like, where is this coming from? So like I think my body and my brain are like resistant, like you know, like how like viruses get resistant to certain antibiotics and you have to like change. Like I feel like that's what's happening is I feel like before my depression like manifested itself as like normal depression of like I can't get out of bed and I'm tired and I feel sad all the time. And now I don't feel sad all the time.
It's mutated.
But it's like mutated to other things where it's like I don't feel bad but I can't stop eating and can't stop scrolling, and like anytime anyone scratches the surface of my like emotional landscape I like kind of crumble a little bit. Nope. And and so I'm like, okay, like I think this is all pointing to I need more emotional management skills.
Yeah. You know, it's funny because when we were talking about
We should definitely stop talking at
I
some
know.
point.
Well, my computer like actually might die.
Oh, okay.
It's at 10%. So
Okay, let's wrap it up.
we can talk about this real quick and then yeah.
I'm
so
done.
Something I also think part of my like recent depressive episode has a little bit to do with I had a moment at church one day, like shortly before this episode happened, where I think I had just come back from Ohio, and maybe it was like that day, because I think we went to church that morning that we got back.
Yeah, you did.
We did. And I think maybe that morning I felt like God was downloading something to me, because I am so black and white. So I'm definitely like, it's all this or it's all that. And so I feel like the like therapeutic journey I've been going on and like the spiritual journey I've been going on is definitely like trying to meld the two, where it's like, it's okay to have a moment where it just feels like you're in the world and you're just being a human existing, and then like right after that have this like super like connected spiritual moment, and then go right back to like, okay, like now I'm gonna go do dishes or whatever. Like that used to throw me so much, where it's like, oh, like I had it and then I lost it, and
Either
then
everything is super spiritual or like
or it's
nothing
not.
is.
Yeah. So the whole point of that though is I felt like God downloaded to me like a more specific kind of purpose, and I felt like that was like a big like momentum step of like, okay, cool, like I feel like I have something to build off of, and then like bam, it's just like I'm just detaching for like days. I'm scrolling for like hours and hours and hours, and it's like, it's almost like a fever dream, where it's like, what day is it? Where am I? And I just am like, I'm just a little curious, because I wonder if like those mutations of my like weak, quote unquote, weaknesses is like strategic in some ways, where it's like, oh, okay, like you're like, you kind of caught onto my scheme over here, so now I'll change it.
So you're saying there might be an enemy at work.
Yes.
Whoa.
The game is the foot. I wish I could take credit for that, but that's actually a quote from Parks and Rec.
Oh, okay, man.
Yeah.
That was so
I
funny.
know. I love that line, but I've never been to like
game is
be
the
able to
foot.
use it organically before, and I'm so happy right now.
That is so funny.
Andy says it in Parks and Rec.
Of course he does.
Yeah, I
Of
know.
course he does.
The game is the foot.
I googled your symptoms. You have network connectivity problems. Anyway.
Oh, man. So anyway, yeah, that's
so
something I'm
interesting.
exploring, but therapy definitely is.
Yes, go to therapy.
Yeah, go to therapy. Even if you don't feel like you need it,
You probably do.
you probably do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, wow. Like, genuinely, this episode actually is 3 hours long.
That's crazy. I
It
think
is
we're gonna
crazy.
split it up, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be like Super Soup part course A, B, C,
Yes.
maybe 3-part. Well,
Maybe
it
we
had to
could
be like
divide it
3-part.
into like little like sections of like topic and like release it a topic at a time.
Yes.
Maybe that's too much work, but
Well, no, we could do like, we could do that, because it could be like Super Soup House Edition, Super Soup Engagement Edition, Super Soup
yes.
Mental Health Edition, or whatever.
Yes,
you know?
yes. I
or
love that.
Flate, or however we want to
Okay.
soup it up.
Well, I used up our usual sign off at the beginning of the episode.
You did?
Yeah, we usually sign off with what soup we are of the day, but now we just have to
Oh.
like say goodbye.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Bye.